What's going on, all my loyal Dragonites out there in the Dragon Den? King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Catwoman from KnightFall. A really gorgeous figure that we have here, but before we have a look at her details, let's run through her accessories. Catwoman does come with 2 pairs of hands as well as an incredibly long whip. Besides that, Catwoman doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's take a closer look at the McFarlane Catwoman. McFarlane did base this version of Catwoman off the graphic novel KnightFall. It's one of Catwoman's more iconic looks with the purple tights and the very long black leather gloves and leather boots. So a very iconic costume design for Catwoman here, and it looks really good. Taking a look at her face, McFarlane has done a really good job sculpting all the nice ridges on her mask. Pronounced eye holes with a little sharp end at the top leading into seam lines makes for a very good design. Atop her cowl we do have her cat ears, which are sculpted really nicely, and then we do have her hair poking out through the back of her cowl. This Catwoman has a very stoic neutral expression which does look good on this figure. Her catsuit is also done very nicely. You can see there's a zipper that is sculpted going down the middle of her costume. However, the detail is only sculpted, no paint is actually applied on this middle portion. The purple that McFarlane went with is a very nice shade of purple, and it looks pretty accurate to the KnightFall comic. There are wrinkles sculpted here and there throughout her costume, so it does make it look like a jumpsuit. On her arms, Catwoman is wearing gloves that have a very nice high gloss finish. The very glossy black does do a really good job contrasting to the matte finish of her jumpsuit. And on her fingers you can see that they sculpted claws for Catwoman. Her jumpsuit continues all the way down to her waist and thighs, where we have a really good sculpt work for both the costume and her physique. It is a skin tight costume, so some of her more defined features are present here, and there are some wrinkles sculpted here and there as well. It all leads up to her boots, which go all the way up to her thighs, and just like with her gloves, have a very high gloss finish. The boots have a sculpted seam line running through the back of them, and I really like the folds and wrinkles that they added to these boots. One of the weaker aspects of this figure is that she is wearing heels. Though accurate to the comic, it does make her pretty hard to stand. But other than that, still a really good solid figure from McFarlane, so with that out of the way, let's get it compared to our usual suspects. We have Catwoman posed next to the Marvel Legends Cyclops and the DC Multiverse Superman, Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Finally, we have her with the Lightning Collection White Ranger and Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Catwoman has a very good size to her. She's not too small, but she's not towering over your collection. So with her comparisons out of the way, let's have a look at her articulation. She has a double ball joint in the head, ball socket shoulders, arms go out to the side and do a full 360, bicep swivel and double hinged elbows, a ball hinge in her wrist, ball joint in her upper torso and her lower torso. Her legs do kick forward, back and go out to the side, double bend in her knees, a ball hinge in her ankle, and finally a toe hinge. Great articulation here on Catwoman, and she does strike a lot of nice poses, so with that out of the way, let's get her posed for my final thoughts. The McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Catwoman is done very nicely. I love the fact that they went with a very iconic color scheme. It's one of McFarlane's better face sculpts when it comes to female figures. It's stoic, but at the same time there's something behind it. The hair is also a really nice touch. The fact that it is made out of black plastic and highlighted with blue just brings out all those really good details. The sculpt work on her costume does a really good job highlighting a skin tight suit with some wrinkles on it, so they did a really good job sculpting her physique here. The added contrast of the high gloss blacks and the matte finish for the purple does give this figure a very premium feel to it. As far as her accessories goes, I feel like they're pretty accurate to what you would need for Catwoman. A pair of fists never hurt anybody, but at the same time her whip does feel a little bit long, though that is accurate to KnightFall. One glaring issue this figure has is the high heels that she has sculpted on. Though accurate to the source material, this does make posing her kind of difficult because she doesn't really stand all too well without a display stand. Nitpicks aside, Catwoman here is very good and one of the better female figures that McFarlane has produced. If you are looking for the McFarlane Toys Catwoman, she is starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video. So with that being said, my loyal Dragonites, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews and all my other DC Multiverse videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, other goodies, and ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, I'm King of Dragons 5000 coming from the Dragon Den. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you next time.